Smoking and inhaling every moment. It was reckless and we owned it. I can see it in your eyes.
Hey guys, it's Molly and welcome back to my channel. So today is the first day of GCSEs, which is crazy. It's the 13th of May and I have RE today. I do RE full course, so I don't know if it's the same across all boards. I don't really know how it works, but I have RE at 1 o'clock. It is currently 7:31. Oh, that sun is bright. And yeah, we're going to leave in like 15 to 20 minutes to the bus, so I'm excited. Basically, for the first 2 weeks of school, we haven't had study leave yet, which I think is kind of really irritating. I don't know if everybody's school's like that, but we haven't had study leave. We don't get it, so we all have to go into school. So for the first 2 weeks, we go into school. Everyone has to go into school, even if they don't have an exam, apart from the 2 Fridays. And then we have half term, and then after half term, that's when we don't have to come in unless we have an exam. So yeah, even if my exam is at like 1 or 1:30 or something, I will still go into school. But it's not going to be like normal lessons really, it's just going to be like revision in lessons. But because I get really anxious and like really nervous before an exam, I'm not going to go to lessons. I'm going to go into the CS, which is curriculum support, with one of my teachers, and just sit there and do some revision. And I know a few other students are doing that as well that get to go there. So that's what I'm going to do. Although I am going to go to my other classes. So like I've got history catch up, so I'm going to go to that third period. And then I want to go to my science lesson because I want to see my friend in that lesson, but that's on Wednesday, so you know, that's just stuff like that. But the majority of the time I am going to be in CS. So yeah, I mean, I've got dressed and ready. I still need to straighten my hair, and I'm basically ready, so I'll straighten my hair and then show you my outfit. And yeah, I'm not really that nervous, which is kind of weird, but oof, that sun. I'm kind of calm, which is weird because I've never really done very well with RE exams before, so it's kind of weird that I'm oddly calm. But yeah, we need to leave in a minute because the bus is due soon. But oh my god, that's bright. I probably look like a mess. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're going. So I thought I'd just update you guys on how everything is going at the moment. Basically, I'm in second period, but in CS. So I'm not actually in lessons. I'm doing some RE revision, and I've printed out 2 past papers, which is pretty good. We get early lunch at 12:15, so yeah, we get 45 minutes and we have to be at our exam 10 minutes before. So I'm a little bit nervous, not gonna lie, but you know, just gonna have to go with the flow. I've done so much revision for RE, honestly. And I've been back for a few hours. RE went fine, like honestly, I'm not gonna say I found it easy, but it wasn't like too hard that I couldn't do it. I answered every single question. Hang on, let me just turn my TV down a minute. Sorry, I'm watching Gifted and I've been wanting to watch this film for ages. Okay. So yeah, I mean, where was I? Yes, it wasn't that hard. I answered all the questions apart from one, which was about Jesus ascending into heaven. I don't know, but it was because I completely didn't know what ascending meant. So yeah, but other than that, everything was easy. I really enjoyed the questions that were given, especially the 12 markers. I thought they were going to be the hardest, but I actually got them really well. So yeah, I mean, I can now cross off. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday the 14th of May, and that means I have biology paper 1, which, not gonna lie, I'm standing here because the sun's really good. Not gonna lie, I am actually kind of okay for. I feel like very confident for biology. I've done a lot of biology prep. That's gonna annoy me. Okay, I've done a lot of biology prep, so I feel fine. My exam is at 1:15 and it's an hour and 15, which means it's an hour and 34 minutes for me with my extra time. So that's fun. But yeah, I'm just going to be in CS all day. Back from school. I'm really sorry that I haven't actually vlogged throughout the day. It's just because my exam was at a really like weird time. It was like 1:15 and I was in CS for the majority of the time. Like I just didn't get a chance because like literally all that the whole year was doing today was basically biology revision. So that was basically all anyone was really doing. So yeah, everyone was just so focused on doing that. But the biology paper itself, so I took foundation biology, which is fine. My feet actually really hurt. Can you still see me? If I'm down like here. No, I'm gonna pick you up because that hurts. Okay. So no, basically the biology paper itself was, I mean, I answered every single question. Like, I didn't leave one question out, which is good. Much better than my paper. Why is this lighting so bad? I need to come back up here, but it really hurts my feet. I'm just gonna have to kneel like that. Okay. Yeah, I answered every single question, which is so much better than I did in November, because if I had that paper back then, I would have just literally done nothing. But I had a go, I answered every question, and it was really, really weird because it wasn't like I didn't know what was on the paper. Like, I knew the stuff that was on the paper. It's just the way the questions came across were so different from like previous papers that we've practiced, like that's in class, that's like outside of class, like practice ones that I've done. Just the way the questions were worded is completely different. And so when I got out my exam, I went with 2 of my friends. We went into like curriculum support where we all visit, and we just sat down on the sofas and we were just like, we all looked at each other and we were like, what the heck was that? We were like, and we were all like, it wasn't like hard in the sense of we couldn't do it. It was the questions just threw us. We were just like, what type of questions are these? Like, they were very like word play. I don't know how to really describe it. The words, the way they worded it really just threw us all off. And so our like Senko like teacher in charge thing, lady, she came in and she was like, okay, how did you guys find that? And we were just like, meh, like it wasn't the best. It could have been way harder, but it could have been, we weren't expecting like that. And she was like, because I think she sat with some people, I don't know, I think she was in like another room or something, and she was like, yeah, I've just taken the paper as well. And I'm not going to lie, that was a hard paper even for foundation. And my friends and I all took foundation as well, so it was like we were all in the same boat. And yeah, we just were like, well, we hope they lower the grade boundaries for us then, because yeah, I don't know, I don't really know. I don't know how the other, like how the higher tier or the triple found it. And then when we were leaving, I bumped into some people in the canteen on the way out, and they were just like, what the heck was that? Like, they were like, my mind's just like confused. Like, yeah, it was weird. It was kind of like, my friend said to me as we were walking out, she was like, there's no way that you could have really like prepared to answer those types of questions unless you really like knew how the set out. I don't know, it was weird. I don't know if anyone else felt like that for the foundation, but me and a couple other people that I've actually spoken to, and even like the teacher, she said that it was hard for foundation paper. So hopefully they're going to lower the grade boundaries, but who knows. But I mean, I'm feeling okay. Like, I'm not feeling as if like, oh my god, I failed like completely, which is a step up. But yeah, I'm gonna cross off that one. So today is Wednesday and today I've got 2 exams. In the morning at 9 o'clock I have a PE, which is only for an hour and 15 minutes. Well, it's only an hour but I get extra time, so an hour and 15 minutes. And last night I just went over a lot of stuff with my sister and we both think I'm quite prepared for it. But again, you don't know, considering PE is not like ranked in like people do harder parts and like anything can really come up. And then in the afternoon at 1 o'clock it is English Lit for 2 hours, but I get to do it for 2.5 hours, so that's kind of fun. So yeah, it's Jekyll and Hyde and Inspector Calls. Inspector Calls and Jekyll and Hyde. And yeah, I feel confident with my English. I've done a lot of English with my teachers and my tutor, and she said that she feels confident in me, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. But we have to go in a minute, so yeah, if I don't get to film today it's because I have literally no time in between and stuff. So yeah, I'll either see you after my exams or throughout the day at some time. Back home now, like literally just got in 2 minutes ago, and sorry I didn't film, like it was just really busy. So PE this morning went so well, honestly. Well, I say it went well. I think it went well. I answered everything. I finished like in the time. The questions towards the end were getting a little bit hard, but I answered like everything, so I'm really proud of myself for that. Like I didn't struggle to answer anything. And then English is another story. So I take OCR English, so I did Jekyll and Hyde and Inspector Calls. And it wasn't that I couldn't answer anything, because I could answer them. It was just they're the weirdest questions, and like my teachers didn't teach me anything like that. So like for the Inspector Calls one, it was like describing about the reveal of the horrible deaths, and I was like, what? Like the reveal of when they tell Eva that she's dead. Like I didn't get it, but I wrote about it. And then part B was describe another shocking moment, and I just did the engagement being called off, and when they found out that he wasn't a real inspector and the girl didn't actually, there was no like suicide and stuff. And then Jekyll and Hyde was a weird one. Like I was speaking to my friend Freya on the bus about it, and like the one with the extract was about silence and unwillingness, and we've never ever learned anything about that, so I didn't really know how to answer that. And then the question where you had to think of it yourself was about the minor characters, so like Carew and Paul, and how they carry on with the story. So I did that one. I wrote so much for this English. Like I wrote so much. Obviously I don't know how well, like how the examiners mark and stuff, but like they were weird questions. It wasn't my favourite. I definitely found it harder than previous years, but I don't know, yeah, I just don't know really how it's going to turn out. So I mean, that wasn't really, I mean, it could have gone a lot worse to be fair, but it definitely could have gone better. But yeah, and now I'm going to go and cross off those 2 exams. Okay guys, so it is Thursday, the 16th of May, and today I have only one exam, chemistry, and it is at 9 in the morning, so it's like first thing. I'm feeling okay for chemistry. I just hope it's not going to be like the biology exam, where nothing really that we've revised has come up, but you never know. But yeah, I'm not feeling too great today. I've got a really sore throat, like it really hurts. I've got the sniffles, and that's not really a good sign because my like cough hasn't completely gone, and if I'm getting ill again, I don't want it to come back, and I just don't want to be ill again because that's not fun, especially with this cough and stuff. So that's not exciting. I'm so tired. I don't even know why. Like I'm really tired. Well, I do know why, because like these exams are taking so much energy out of me. But yeah, I'm just really tired. well, we got to go to the bus stop in a minute. So guys, I'm back at home now. If you saw the clip this morning when I said I wasn't feeling very well, I've got a really sore throat and I've got like the sniffles and stuff, I literally meant that. So my mum came to pick me up after my chemistry exam at about 11:15, and I'm home now, just resting. I look such a mess. I took my eyelashes off because they were hurting, and you can literally see like my bags underneath my eyes. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. And I've got a really croaky voice, so that's brilliant. And I also look like a egg, but we're going to ignore that. Chemistry went okay. I found it so much better than biology. The stuff that I actually revised for was on the test. But the one thing that I hated about it was the first couple of questions were on electrolysis, and I've been looking on the Gcse memes on Instagram, and a lot of the people have said, like, and on Twitter as well, and a lot of people that were doing AQA biology were like, the one thing that we didn't want was electrolysis, and the first couple of pages was about electrolysis. It's not that I didn't revise electrolysis, it's just I have, and I just still don't get it. I generally, this just, you know when you just get topics that you just don't understand, and you just can't get, well, electrolysis is one of them. But I answered every single question in it, so hopefully I'll get some marks out of that. There was a lot of stuff about, like, the periodic tables, and, like, the reactivity series came up. I was expecting, you know, like, ionic bonding and covalent bonding and stuff like that. There was only one question on it, and I was expecting more questions like that to come up about, like, the cross and dot diagram and stuff like that. But there's only one question, and I was a little bit disappointed because I'm really good at that. Well, not really, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel really confident in that. And the 6-mark question at the end about how you have to describe a method about the change in temperature of something. I don't even know. I've seen so many people on Twitter be like, what the heck was finding about aluminium thing? I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I'm sure if you guys like follow that type of stuff, you'd know what I'm talking about if you do AQA biology. No, AQA biology, chemistry and physics. But yeah, that was, not gonna lie, I did kind of like that paper. It was okay. I didn't find it hard. And there was a lot of questions that if I didn't understand, like, you could just do it. You could like answer them because of like logically, or like with like, I don't know how to explain it. How do you like with the process of elimination? That's it. Yeah, and so I was just talking to my friend again about it, and we were both just saying the same thing. So yeah, I mean, I need to go cross that off of my timetable, and then I've just got one more exam tomorrow. Now guys, it is Friday the 17th of May, and it is the last day of the first week of GCSEs, which is crazy. I can't believe I've actually done a whole week of GCSEs already. Today is PE at 1:30, so it's one of the later times. It's currently like 10:15 right now. I'm actually stayed at home. Let's see if I can sort out this lighting. Is this lighting gonna work? No, okay. I've actually stayed at home. And my aunt's actually coming to pick me up at about 12:30, so I'll get there in plenty of time. Yeah, today's kind of the study day. So basically, if you don't have an exam today, you don't have to come in. So Keris doesn't have an exam today, so she's not in. But my other two friends, Eve and Jess, they have drama. So there's 3 exams today. There's business. I think business was first thing this morning at 9. and then drama and PE. But drama and PE clash. So drama's at 1 and PE's at 1:30. But drama's like an hour and a half. So they don't finish until like 2:45. And PE's only an hour, so we finish at like 2:30. So I don't know how that's going to work, because like Kyle and I, we both take just PE. So we're going to be in the, like, in our rooms, in our places at 1:30. But Jess and Eve take drama, so they're going to leave us at like 1. And I don't really know how, like, because that means that they'll go to lunch at 12:15, whereas me and Kyle will go to lunch at 1:45. And like we'll miss each other, so I don't really know how that's going to really plan out. I think I just might go to CS, or try and find some other people that have PE that are my friends, I don't know. But yeah, that's today, and then after school I've got some English tutoring because I didn't go Wednesday because I didn't want to do 2 exams and have a 2-hour English exam in the afternoon and then go to English tutoring. Like, I just didn't want to do that. I wanted just to go home. So I'm having it today because next week is Lit Paper 2, and that's Macbeth and poetry, and I'm not so strong at poetry. Poetry is not my favourite thing in the world. So yeah, I just need to go have some poetry. But yeah, that's the plan for today. So it's like 4:30 right now, and I've just finished some English tutoring, and I'm waiting for my mum to pick me up for the bus. But I had PE 1:30 to 2:30, and meh. I'm not sure how I answered everything, but I preferred paper 1. Like, I found paper 1 much better. So, you know, like, I tried my best. Like, I answered everything I could. So we'll just see how that goes. English was fine. I'm just going over poetry, like I said, because I can't do poetry. And yeah, I've got a really, really bad cold. Really bad, like my throat hurts so bad, and like I've got a really, really, really stuffy nose. Throughout that whole PE exam I was like, I need to get tissue, but obviously I don't think you're allowed to take in it because they might think someone, like, it's cheating or something, I don't know. But yeah, and I've just felt like so like drowsy, like my eyes are so tired. But yeah, that's how PE went, and it's the last exam, so I'm so happy about that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Oh, and also here's shout out notification up here. Also in this video, I want to give a big shout out to my sister Olivia for helping me prepare for the majority of my tests this week. She sat down with me and went through a lot of past papers with me, and so she's really helped, so thanks Liv. But yeah, like I said, please give this video a thumbs up, please subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, I'm gonna go and see you next week.